Hey guys, it's Warren here, and today in this short video we are going to be checking out the Boundary alarm system, plus how easy or not it is to set up yourself, and some of the smart features of the alarm system. So let's dive straight in. So what comes in the box with Boundary? Firstly, you get an instruction manual and a couple of Boundary stickers for the inside of Windows as well, plus the central hub which everything connects to. I have the medium bundle, which comes with 4 motion sensors, 2 contact sensors, 2 key fobs and a siren. And what's also great is when you take the components out of their boxes, the instructions are really clear, explaining how to set up and where to place for optimal performance. So now to the setup of the system itself. Starting with the manual, the first thing to do is to set up the central hub. Firstly, you need to decide where you're going to place it in your house, and I've decided to put it where the old keypad of our old alarm was positioned. Then carefully remove the back plate of the hub, then place it onto the wall where you want the hub to go. Mark the screw holes of the back plate using a pencil onto the wall, carefully drill some pilot holes, then insert some raw plugs. Screw the back plate onto the wall, making sure it's level and it's secure. Now, the next task is to insert the USB power cord into the back of the hub, then clip it onto the back plate. Power the central hub on, and then the first task you'll be presented with is to connect it to your Wi-Fi network. Do this simply by choosing your Wi-Fi network on the touch screen, then enter your password. The hub will let you know when it's connected successfully and install any firmware updates if necessary. Then the next step is to connect your central hub to the Boundary app, where you'll finalise the rest of the installation. This is done by registering on the app, then entering the pairing code which is presented on the hub. And now you can do the rest of the setup on your phone. And the first step is to choose all the rooms that you want to be added into your home. You can do this by choosing from a list of pre-selected rooms that come with the app, or you can add custom rooms as well. I want to add a contact sensor to the door of our shed outside, so the shed was added as a custom room because it wasn't in the list, which was easy to do. So once you've fully configured all the rooms in your house, the next step is to pair all the devices. Again, this is all done on the app, and we'll start by pairing the motion sensors. The pairing technique is exactly the same for all sensors and sirens. So firstly, you'll take the back off the device, then scan the QR code on the Boundary app. Immediately remove the tag where the battery compartment is, then wait for the sensor to pair. And that's it. So once the sensor's paired after a few seconds, you assign it to a room, then install it. All the sensors are provided with adhesive strips or screws which you can use to attach your device to the wall. And thankfully there are still some screw holes left in the wall from the old sensors that I had installed, which I used to attach the new sensors to. And next, the contact sensors. So these are ideal for doors or windows. Again, exactly the same pairing technique by scanning the QR code on the inside of the contact sensor. Then I simply attach the mounting bracket to the door and the door frame. I installed this onto the front door, and it's going to be used as an exit and entry route, which means it will give you a few seconds grace when entering and leaving the building in order to disarm and arm the alarm. And as mentioned before, I also wanted to add a contact sensor to the door of my shed. And what's great is, despite the distance and an exterior wall being between them, it still maintains a reliable connection to the central hub thanks to not Wi-Fi but the use of Z-Wave technology. Plus a great excuse to use those Boundary stickers as well. And now the final device to pair and mount to the wall is the exterior siren. Now, as our house is on a corner plot, I actually purchased an additional siren so I can have one at the back and the front to improve visibility of an alarm box from all angles. Again, exactly the same pairing process of scanning the QR code within each of the sirens and then pairing it to the central hub through the app. And all I'd say, coming from someone who hates ladders, is don't go up there and install it yourself if you're at all uncomfortable doing so. And Boundary actually offer a professional installation service if you feel you need it. And what's great is these bell boxes are super stylish, and at night time they also have a blue pulsating light to ward those burglars off. And finally, in order to simplify arming and disarming the system, you also get 2 key fobs which you can assign to users, so all you have to do is wave it over the top of the hub in order to set the alarm. Okay guys, now the alarm system is finally installed, let's have an overview of how we actually use it and using the app as well. So firstly, you can arm and disarm the alarm by using either the hub using a pin, using the key fobs, or using the app. And another great feature is the geofencing feature, which means if you leave the house with your phone, you'll get a push notification if you go further than 100 meters away, reminding you to set the alarm if you need to. Also, you can set the alarm at different levels. For example, at night time you might only want the downstairs sensors to be active, or in my case I'll probably have the shed sensor active most of the time whilst the shed's out of use. Again, you can set these different levels either on the app or using the central hub. So you probably want to know what happens when the alarm goes off as well. When it does go off, the internal central hub gives off an ear-piercing 85 decibel siren, and in addition, the outdoor bell boxes give off 95 decibels worth of noise. Ugh. Needless to say, it's pretty loud. And what is super impressive, as you can see, as soon as the alarm goes off, my phone notifies me literally within a matter of seconds. Impressive. Now, for someone who's a bit of a fan of home automation, you can also connect the Boundary Alarm to either Alexa or Google Home. So I've connected it to my Google Home, which means I can arm and disarm the alarm either using my Google Home speakers or even in the car using Android Auto. How cool is that?
Okay, you have 45 seconds to exit. Arming central hub.
And a few other features worthy of note is that if you have pets, you can set your motion sensors to be pet friendly, and also the sirens and sensors can all measure temperature as well. Also, you can give temporary disarm and arm codes to people if you need to, for example works people or cleaners. So overall, I personally feel the Boundary Alarm system is a huge improvement for my old hardwired alarm. It has loads of smart features, plus it has no wires, which makes it super easy to set up yourself. Plus it also means you can take the system with you if you move house. And in case you're worrying, the batteries in the sensors last at least 12 months, and there's a 12-hour rechargeable battery in the central hub for peace of mind. There are also a number of monitoring options available, plus you can also spread the cost of your alarm system for up to 2 years, which is brilliant. And because you watch this video, you can get 45% off all Boundary Alarm bundles by using the code Warren at checkout on the Boundary Alarm website. So guys, I hope you found this video about the Boundary Alarm system useful. If you have any questions on the system or how to set it up, feel free to leave a comment below.